I'm Lanikia, and you're watching What Happened on the Soaps. This is the Bold and the Beautiful edition. All right, guys, let's get into this. Today is Wednesday, February the 1st. Happy first day of February, guys. Um, what do we have to say about this one? On a scale of 1 to 10, honestly, I'm going to give it a 6. I don't know. It just didn't give it to me. It wasn't what, I don't know. So we start off with Carter and Charlie. Congratulations are in order for Carter. In order for Carter, he has been on The Bold and the Beautiful for 10 years. You can look at his Instagram. He made a whole speech about it. I said, "Child," but they still ain't giving you no storyline. But let's move on. Let's move on. So congratulations to him, for securing a job for 10 years. And he said he can't wait to see what's in store. I said, okay. Okay. So, anyways, Katie come. He's going over everything with Charlie, telling Charlie that we need to make sure this is tight. Charlie was cracking his corny jokes about it's gonna be as tight as a $2 watch because you got a Y. And Carter said, I'm not in the mood for this. He said, all right, little cheese, and I said, little cheese, and Carter said, little cheese. And he said, yeah, because Ridge is the big cheese, Steffi is the co-big cheese. And for some reason, I don't know why everyone thought I was saying that Steffi was over Ridge. What I was saying is that they are co-CEOs, but most decisions still go like Steffi doesn't make a decision without Ridge. And Charlie had permission from had orders from Ridge about escorting Thomas out or not. So that's what I was saying, not that Steffi was not co-CEOs with him. Anyways, child, let's move on. So uh, Carter said, I'm Carter, not cheese, little cheese, big cheese. I'm not that. So, anyways, he ends up leaving, and Steffi and excuse me, Katie and Carter speak, and he says, listen, I called you last night, you didn't answer your phone. I said, Carter, she ain't gotta answer your call. He said, actually, it went to voicemail. Oh, and she said, well, I found out why Bill is blackmailing Taylor and excuse me, Steffi and Finn. And he said, what? And she said, he was like, listen, if you're not comfortable telling me, you don't have to. And she said, it's better that you not know. I said, well, you shouldn't have told me, because I'm that person that if you tell me something and then say, you didn't hear this from me, but this person was doing it. Don't tell. If you can't tell me the whole story, don't tell me, because I want to know it all. But anyways, so then she said she went over to see Bill, and he said he not comfortable with her going over there, especially with Sheila. She said, well, Sheila wasn't there at first, and she said she doesn't know if Sheila's hold on Bill is like complete, because she saw a glimmer of hope in her eye, in his eyes, when she told him they could be a family. She said, but I meant Will, and he and I can co-parent. And she said, but I saw a glimmer of hope in his eyes. She did too. That's why she on your doorstep. But he said it's not, Carter is just like, I know y'all got a history, so like, what you want to do? And she said, I'm with you now. I don't want to be with Bill. Like, that ship has sailed. She said, because he doesn't seem to understand that he didn't choose me. He was choosing my sister. And I said, you're right, Katie. You're right about that. You still got on my nerves yesterday. But you're right about that. He was choosing your sister. And Bill, you cannot be mad about how Katie feels. She don't want a relationship with him. She always feels second best. That's why she went with him in the first place. But anyways, so Carter and Katie say, it's me and you now. I've been waiting. I think I'm gonna make that move now. And she tells him that she's gotta keep her family safe and all this. And he said, we have to. And I said, we? Have y'all even went on a date? What? I'm sorry, I keep saying it on all these soaps. Y'all jump into these relationships. Where is the dating period? Where is let me take you out, get dressed, do it, and we get to see her get her hair ready with her girlfriends. Like, remember when we used to see all that kind of stuff on the soaps? Like, everybody just go right into we're together now. Anyways, y'all, let's move on. So then we see Deacon with Brooke, right? And she came back the next day and she said, oh gosh, it's so nice to see you in your element. He said, it's nice to be in my element, girl. He said, because it's been a long time coming, right? And she said, yeah. And then, he tells her about, they haven't opened up the place yet, right? under his new management. But he's getting it all together. He's still working on his recipes. And he said, "You want a slice of pizza?" Because she said the ravioli was good. And he said, "Yeah." She was like, "Yeah, I'll take a slice." And so he was like, "Cool." So they get to talking, and she tells him, he tells her it's so good to see her, and it's so good that they're friends, especially now that she done kicked Ridge to the curb. And she said, and then Taylor and I became friends. She said that's the one good thing about all of this. They touch on Sheila a little bit, but Deacon not trying to stay on that too long because he ain't not trying to give up his cover. But she just says, he says, "I'm about to make a pizza. Do you want some of it?" And she was like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." And so after that, she ends up leaving because I thought she was gonna sit there. Her and Deacon they're friends. They're friends now. So she asked Deacon, "Is there a special woman in your life?" And Deacon started, he thinking about if there was, but nine toes had to go. And so, well, as he's thinking about that, she said, "Oh, there is a special woman in your life, okay?" But he ain't telling nothing. So then we go over here, and Sheila has came to visit Taylor. She said, "What are you doing here?" She said, "I'm a free woman, and I can come and go." And so she was like, "And I came here because." You're no different than me. I said, "Now, Sheila, you my girl, right? But we're not gonna compare with the stuff that you've done to Taylor having a mental break one time about something that was devastating to think of could happen to your child. We're not gonna compare the two of you alike, girl. You my girl, but that's not it." But she just tells Taylor, "I'm a part of Bill's life. So whether you want to or not, I'm a part of his life, which means I'm a part of your grandchild's life. I'm family too." I said, "Well, you family because you Finn's mama, girl, and that don't mean they want you around or whatever." And she said, "So you're just gonna have to get used to it." But she tells Taylor, "You're a good person." And then she started telling Taylor, "I know what it feels like to shoot someone and live with that guilt. You gotta let it go." And Taylor said, "Not from you. Not from you, not getting sound advice and wisdom and words and encouragement and all this support. Not from you, ma'am. Not from you. Not from you. No, ma'am. I'll pass." And so Sheila's just like, "You gotta learn to let it go, and we're a part of each other's life, whether you want it or not." So she could use Taylor's support, and I said, "Girl, Taylor is not gonna support you again. The last time she did, you shot a daughter and was right up in her face, acting like you didn't do it. What are you talking about?" What, Sheila? Now you're my girl, but I calls BS when I see it, and that's BS, girl. Leave these people alone. Give them like, I know you want to be around them, but give them a minute. And even then, they don't want to be around you. But don't they already getting over the shock of you being with Bill and you not going to prison? Give them some time. She said, "Nope." So anyway, then we go over here and Brooke comes to visit. I said, "Oh, she done brought us the pizza from El Jardino." And she said, "Hey, what's going on?" Baby, when Taylor was Sheila left and Taylor was squeezing that tear out and it wasn't enough force to make it fall down her cheek, I hollered. Ooh, child. Ooh, let me stop. Cause Taylor my girl, but that was funny. So Brooke comes in and she's like, "Hey, girl." She was like, "Wait, what's wrong with you?" And she was like, "Wait, what's wrong with you or whatever?" And she said, "Sheila came to visit me." And she said, "Sheila says I'm no different to her." And Brooke said, "Girl, don't let that woman get in your head." And she said, "But she's right. I shot a man and called, and left him. And I didn't, I just shot him and left, or what, not left, but she just shot him and she didn't turn herself in." And she was like, the circumstances are different. Don't you let Sheila get in your head and try to make you seem like you're her, because you are not. So Taylor Brooke is just trying to support Taylor in all this and telling her Sheila just wants Sheila's doing this on purpose. Don't let her win out on this. And so that was that with that. So then Carter has left Katie, right? Because he had to go and make sure everything is secure. Now, how this happened, I don't know. I said, "Charlie, I thought you said it was tighter than a $2 watch," because Sheila swirled herself right on in there. And Katie was like, "How you get in here?" She said, "Baby, I'm just a free woman. I can go as I please." And she said, and plus, I'm a part of Bill's life, and I think we need to get some things straight. You need to get used to it or whatever. And don't be trying to come. She didn't say all this, but that's what I heard. Don't be trying to come push up on Bill because I'm a part of his life, and you just need to let it go. Let it go. Let it go because that's mine right there, and I'm gonna be here. So we're gonna get all this straight. Cause yeah, I'm in it. And y'all, that was the bold and a beautiful day. It wasn't that much, but it was still a solid episode. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you when I will see you tomorrow for an all new episode of What Happened on the Soaps, the bold and the beautiful edition. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.